Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing my March favourites. So this video is just going to include all my favourite beauty products from this month. I don't know why, but I feel like I don't actually have a lot of products this month. I just feel like the ones that I've picked out, I've only picked out a few, but I've really been using them so much. That's why I haven't got loads, because I feel like I usually have quite a few favourites, but this month I didn't. So anyway, let's just get straight into the video. So as always, be sure to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy favourites videos, and just keep watching. I'm going to start off with a foundation first. So the foundation I've been loving this whole month is the No. 7 Lift and Illuminate foundation. I think I originally got one of these like 3 or 4 months ago, but then the shade was way too light. Like the lady at the shop that I got it from, she colour matched me, but it ended up being really bad, and it ended up being way too cool toned. So I use that to lighten up foundations, but they've like revamped the whole packaging and they've changed it all. And this is now the one that I've got. I've got my right shade, which is Honey, and I love this so much. If you watched my dupe video, this I found is a good dupe for the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk foundation. I just love this. Like, the Armani foundation is one of my favourite foundations ever, and I think because they're both so similar, that's why this has become one of my top foundations as well. I do really like it. It's great to use every day because it's not too full coverage, but you can build it up to be really full. I'd say it's a medium coverage just with applying a normal amount. I usually do a pump in each section and that ends up covering the whole of my face, and it just looks really natural and lightweight on the skin. I am wearing it today. It is the foundation I have on right now, and I just love it. Obviously, as the name says, it does illuminate your skin really well, and I really like it. There's just something about the undertone that is just so good and so perfect for my skin tone. It's got the perfect amount of olive undertone in it, and that's what I just love. Because a lot of drugstore or affordable foundations, they just don't have the best undertones for me, but being a bit too peachy toned or too warm where I just look orange or a bit more yellow. But this one has the right amount of kind of olive undertone to it that it's perfect for my skin, and I love this so much. So that is my first favourite down. I also have another foundation. Okay, this foundation I've been wearing so much from kind of the end of last month to kind of the start of this month, which is when I then got this and this kind of took over. But this is an old foundation that I've had for a while. It's the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation. I've got the shade Warm Beige, which is No. 5, and this, I think before this came into the picture, when I was doing my kind of top 5 foundations, this was like struggling to weave its way in. Like, this is my 6th favourite. I'd say this is probably my 6th or 7th favourite foundation of all time. It's really great, and it's so affordable. It's Milani, and I really love Milani as a brand. I think all the products that I've tried from them are really great, and I do really love them. This foundation, it's the 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. So I feel like because it's a 2-in-1, it just gives you the most full coverage. A very full coverage foundation, and I do really like it because it's really affordable, and I feel like it is quite hard to find really full coverage affordable foundations. I know now like brands are really bringing a lot more out, but this has been around for a while and it's really good, and for the price it's incredible. It gives a really dewy finish. I loved using this last summer. This is like the main foundation I wore, and like it reminds me of last summer because this is all I use. Like, it does need to be set because it is a bit tacky to the skin, which might not be a problem if maybe you have dry skin. Then this is really going to be a good foundation for you. So like I said, it even says on the back it's medium to full coverage, it's lightweight, oil free, which I completely agree with. You can't feel it on the skin, and I feel like that's something it kind of has in common with the No. 7 one. Both of these, you can't feel them on the skin. I hate that cakey feeling when you can really feel something really thick. We skip over to eyes just so we have like a balance, so it's not just all face products. So a eyeshadow palette that I was actually quite surprised ended up being one of my favourites. I didn't think when I first bought this that I was gonna love it as much as I did, but it's the Essence All About the Magical Forest eyeshadow palette. I think it's the only video I've actually used it in because I don't like being too repetitive with things, but I use this in my like really dramatic glitter cut crease. I use the purple shade. This is the shade that I used all over the lid in that tutorial, and this is really good. I really do like it. I know looking at it you might be thinking that it's a really odd palette to have and it's not the best for every day, but I have kept this on my desk and I've been wearing it to work which I know looks a bit odd. They are all kind of sheeny, shimmery shades, but it can work for an everyday kind of palette. I didn't use another palette in conjunction with it because, like I said, they all are just kind of shimmery, sheen kind of shades, so you definitely need other mattes, so you are going to need another palette to use alongside this. But for this is literally like £3 or £4. It doesn't feel that cheap. Obviously I know it's in a plastic kind of palette. Pigmentation of these the shades aren't the best, I will admit that. If you just build them up a little bit and take your time with them, then they are incredible. And this is a £3 palette, £3 or £4 even, so it's like you're just winning with this palette. Like, I know you have to build it up, but it's worth it for the price. And I just love the colour selection and it on my eyes right now. I've just got this, I know it looks really orange in the palette, like this shade here, I've got it all over my lid, but it just kind of changes into this kind of duochrome pink, and I really, really like it. It's a really nice peachy shade, so I've got that all over my lid right now, and I love this palette, I really do. I've been wearing mainly the peachy orange shade to work, the dark brown, and like kind of like these shades. I've really been using them and I just really like them. The formula's really nice. They are really creamy, but like I said, you do need to build them up a little bit, but if you just work with them, then they're great, and it's a really good palette to have. Going back to face for a second, I've got some concealer. They're not new concealers to me. I've used them so many times on my channel, and I can't remember if I've ever had them in a favourites video before. I really can't remember. I'm just going to be honest, I've been using them a lot this month, and I just wanted to talk about them again. So if I have talked about them so many times already, I'm sorry, but it's the Colourpop No Filter Concealers, and I've really gone back into these. I don't know why, I wanted to just try switching up my concealers again, so I just picked these to use out for like a week, but I ended up using them for like the whole month. And what I really liked about them is that I've been going to work pretty much every day, and these are really, really good for when you need to be out the door really quick and you just have to get ready really fast, because usually with concealers I like to let them set under my eyes. I like to just leave them and kind of let them dry the tiniest bit before I blend them out with my sponge. But these ones, they dry quite quick, which I know a lot of people hate, but I like it for when you need to be out the door really quick, because you can just blend it straight away and it's not going to take away any of the coverage. You're still going to get the full coverage that these give. They're not, I wouldn't say they're medium, I'd say they're just full. They are full coverage concealers, and I love that about them. Shade range is pretty good. I'm pretty sure that they have just released loads more. It's really good. I do have two shades that I just kind of mix between, but kind of depending on whether I want a bright under eye or just to conceal. So the two shades that I have are medium 30 and medium tan. Medium tan I just use just to cover up. Medium 30 if I want to highlight anything around my face. And I just love these. They're great for every day because they're so quick and you can just blend them out, and they take like 2 seconds to blend out as well. So I quickly just wanted to give these another mention. Again, I'm sorry if I've already talked about them so many times, but they're great, and they're like £5 to £6. But I'm not going to talk about this too long because I talked about it in my haul, which was very recently, and I talked about that for about 5 years. But it is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. Would want to know a in-depth kind of review on this whole thing, then just go back a few videos on my channel and you'll be able to find my makeup haul that I've done quite recently. This is in there. It's towards more of the end of the video if you just want to skip straight to this part, but I'm not going to talk about it too much. It's just, I'm wearing it right now so you can actually see it. I don't think I was wearing it in that video, so you can actually see it on my skin right now. And I'm obsessed with it. It lasts so long on the skin that I will literally come home at the end of the day, I'd have a nap throughout the day, and I'd go to take my makeup off and the highlight will still be on, and I feel like I've never had that with a highlight ever. It just lasts forever on the skin, and I know it is really pricey. It's like £30 I think, but it's worth it. It's my favourite highlighter ever. I'm gonna say it. It's incredible on the skin. I feel like it suits a lot of skin tones. I feel like it suits so many skin tones because it suits her and she's a bit deeper than me. I'm medium, and I know Kathleen Lights has used this and I've seen it in one of her videos. It doesn't leave a stripe, it's not too dark on her either, and she's quite fair. So that's the other thing I like about it, is that it's such a unique shade. It just looks like a gold, but I think it is a really unique shade because it can suit so many skin tones and just not look like a stripe or a chunk on your skin. So the last 3 products are all lips. This one is this lip liner right here. I've used this in quite a few videos and I've talked about how much I love it already. So this is the BH Cosmetics waterproof lip liner in the shade Stripped. This is so pretty. I love it. There's not really much to say about it. It's just a really nice pinky nude, and I prefer wearing this alone than with anything on top. Sometimes I will just add a little gloss on top and, you know, it's great. I do just really like using it alone. It is quite pinky, I would say. It's more pinky than a kind of warm nude, but I love it. And I think it's really nice. It's really, really long lasting as well, and I think that's because on the front it does say that it's waterproof, which I think is really good, and these are like £4. They're so affordable. Final 2 products in this month's favourite videos are actually kind of a pair that I've been wearing together. Decay Naked 2 lip liner, which I've talked about quite a bit. It's my favourite lip liner ever. But I've really, really loved using this with this gloss right here, which is the Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Curvii. It's the gloss that I'm wearing right now, and I've got this lining my lips. I just really love it. I feel like using this, because it's a bit darker than the gloss, it makes your lips look really big. And then this gloss, I don't know what it is, it's a bit lighter, but it just really, really just makes your lips look really plump. Like I said, these are the pair that I'm wearing right now. Not much else for me to say about Colourpop glosses because I have talked about them in the past, but I do find them quite long wearing. They're so comfortable as well. They're not goopy, they're not sticky, and they're just really comfortable, and I love all Colourpop lip products really. As for the Naked 2 liner, incredible. It is very pricey. It's about £16–17, and I know it's just a pencil, but there's just something about the shade. It's just my favourite and I love it. Alright guys, that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching and joining me in this month's monthly favourite. Let me know what some of your favourite products of this month are, whether they're new releases, whether they're old but you just really love them this month. Leave me a comment down below letting me know. I would love to know what your favourites of this month are. And as always, be sure to give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it and you like these favourite videos, and subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Like I swear to God, if I just broke this, I would have cried, so I'm gonna close it.